Alright, this is the chart of AAPL. In this video, I got a great video. I'm going to be talking about Apple. I'm going to be talking about Microsoft. I'm going to be talking about Yahoo. I'm going to talk about Google and BlackBerry. Well, my thoughts are that, and I'm going to explain why that Microsoft and Apple are going to be the top computer companies in the world now. It's clearly stated in the market at this point in time, and you know, as you can see, Yahoo's doing really well, which is a sign that it's even taken a piece out of Google's search engine market. So Google is getting clobbered, people. But anyways, let's talk about, you know, how this all began with Apple first, and then we're going to talk about the other companies as well. So stay tuned and listen carefully, people. So here on October the 20th, before earnings, I sent this to my chart witness followers, and this stock did exactly what my plan said. You have to, you know, press pause, just read this carefully. Again, follow for more great advice. Now let's go back to now I want to actually now bring another chart here. During all this time when I was bullish, we had a so-called professional called Siri Notes, and this is his chart. It has something called a deep bearish grab. This is a snapshot I took. I asked this Siri Notes guy when Apple was destroying him on the stop, you know, did he actually invest in this, and what was his thoughts? And he didn't respond. He pretty much cried like a big baby. I mean, that's that. Don't have to say anything, but I honestly, when you make a bad call like this is a major bad call. I can't state that. Like, it's like I've said this from many months that Apple is a leader in the market, and a deep bearish grab pattern, and his targets were like, I mean, he just got destroyed here. I mean, he's completely wrong. Has no idea about it. I said this. If you're incorrect, Apple, one of them is simply a market leader. You simply don't know anything about investing. This is what I stated, and I've been correct about this time and time again. Siri Notes, a joke. Anyways, on to Yahoo. I didn't take this trade, but this was my Yahoo plan. This was before earnings. We had to pay the 41.80 area. No problem. There was strong volume, and look where Yahoo went. Now, why is that important now? Well, about my case about Google and Apple and Microsoft. Well, let's put the weekly charts, people. Right? Here's the weekly charts of Apple. I mean, this is technically what the market's saying, right? It's just a fact. New highs, right? You got MSFT. New highs, right? You've got Yahoo. New highs. Then you got Google. Definitely not new highs. You know, it might go somewhere, but right now it's, you know, it's in trouble whether they want to even send this lower. Power trigger trade. All right. So now back to Apple. So like I stated in my other video, Apple is simply the market leader. They were the first to have a smartphone that destroyed BlackBerry and practically put him out of business. BlackBerry since has multiple bad management, bad decision calls, and they're simply too late. They have no computer, no desktop, nothing. They have just a smartphone. That's the facts. And another fact I want to tell people that no one wants to realize is that every BlackBerry user, if they have to use a computer, they have to use Microsoft, they have to use Apple, right? But most Apple users are using multiple Apple products, so they're making much more money on a lot of their products from the original customers, Apple. Okay, Google is a fragmented company, and Samsung is having a hard time selling phones. They have great phones, you know, the Galaxy, but if you looked at Samsung's earnings, down. Apple can't keep up with their smartphones, people. The market is speaking loudly. If you go against the market, you're going to lose. Power trigger trade system. My system is based on listening to what the market says. You know, the minute I think the market's saying one thing and the market starts telling me something else, I abandon the idea and go with that idea. I don't fight the market. Never fight the market. Look it, I said that Apple would overtake BlackBerry a few days before, right on this day here. No, sorry, that's the weekly. I gotta go on. Let me go to the daily chart. This day here, okay, on the 10th. Well, I put it on the video. So on the video, on the 8th, I put, I think, that was Friday. Yeah, so on the 8th, based on this close, I put out a video. Let's go to my screen. Power trigger correct. It's right here, people. I said on November, well, the original video, the first video was on November the 8th. Apple is the best long-term investment out of Google, Microsoft, BlackBerry. And in this video, I described how Apple would overtake BlackBerry on the nominal side. So what do I mean? Well, Apple's trading at 100, and then you add the 9, which at the time was trading at 109, and BlackBerry at the time was trading around whatever 10. What was it trading at? I don't know. Let's go BBRY. So on the 7th, it was trading at 1053. Today it closed at 1127. Now look at Apple. It's just a few cents shy of overtaking BlackBerry on the nominal side. Embarrassing. I mean, this is a trader stock. This is not a long-term investment. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, people don't get it, what I'm saying. I'm a professional. I call stocks that can make directional moves. BlackBerry has failed multiple times to make directional moves. A lot of people in BlackBerry are still barely making any money, especially after I told people, I warned them not to buy it unless it would clear 1550 way back in 2013. Where is the stock? It's way lower than what I warned, right? It's still trading. So look where it is. It still hasn't recovered from 2013 hype. It's a junk. And if this stock is lucky to see this 14 again, trust me. I just did the calculations. I'm just telling the facts. You know, BlackBerry fails to show a lot of volume. I mean, unless the volume comes in, and I mean, it needs a lot of volume, it's going to go down again. But I really don't care what that stock does, because it's just I make way more money in other picks, you know, in options, way more. I mean, I'm gonna be off make another 100% on Apple. What do I need BlackBerry for, right? And this is a real trade. I mean, look at a long-term investment from earnings. This stock's up significantly, people. This was the earnings of when I said the game changing has begun again, and I made a video, and I was correct. Follow me for more great advice. You know, I give premium advice for free on StockTwits. You know, follow me now while I'm around to do this for free on StockTwits. Since I ain't going to be always around on StockTwits for free. You know, but I'm going to help everybody while I'm around. I'm simply correct. There's very few people that can match my abilities in picking stocks that are really going to move. I called the best Apple calls on StockTwits with targets, and I haven't seen anybody do that. Power trigger trade. Follow me for great advice. Thanks for listening. Like the video.